What today is Tuesday? I love Tuesdays.
Tuesday. It's not just
Yeah, man.
Tuesday. It's 2222222.
Oh, yo, you're right. That's right. Yeah, man. If you look at your calendar, just put two all the way down. 2/22/22 on Taco Tuesday. Good Lord, that's a whole lot going on,
That's right.
man. Woo! But nothing goes on.
This is when the Mayans predicted the world was going to happen.
On a Taco Tuesday. On
Taco Tuesday at
Taco Tuesday.
2.
Hey man, hey, listen, if I can go out with a taco and some cerveza sauce, it might have been worth it.
Dang.
I'm just saying. Yo, hello nerds and welcome to GeekBeast. This is part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news from geeks that look like me, geeks that look like you, and geeks that look like my man, the Black Lion himself, Hannibal from the A-Team. Yo, Chuck, tell the people what's cracking, baby.
Not much, computer problems while we're running late. My computer at 7:30, literally at 7:30, was like, I'm just gonna give you a blue screen of death. Blue screen on me.
Yeah,
like you deserve this blue screen of death. That's what my computer did.
I wish that on nobody, man.
It decided to shut down on me.
Well, I mean, I'm happy that you're here with us because
I'm glad for people showing up
to talk
stick around with us.
Yo, thank y'all for hanging out.
It's a national holiday.
Exactly. Hey, and if this is your first time tuning in, hey, this is the Geek News Beat, and we're going to share our opinions with you, but we're doing it from a bit of a different approach. Unlike your typical timelines, this is going to be taken with a grain of salt from a person of color perspective, because the Geekish Network supports people of color and those individuals who may not necessarily have the same opportunities as the majority. Hey, man, but we're not going to jump too deep into that because we're going to jump absolutely into the news, man. So, hey, bro, my man's with the cool little masks, 80s, like hooking up with people like Kanye West and my man, The Weeknd. Who are they? I'm talking about steampunky. Not really
Steampunk. You mean Daft?
Daft Punk. There we go. Oh my God, it took me a second. I'm over here going through the notes, and I'm like, I know something punk. Yeah, Daft Punk. Hey, so apparently they streamed a 1997 concert on Twitch, and it may have been your only chance to have seen it. So Daft Punk may have announced their split exactly 1 year ago today, but the famous electronic musical duo made a surprise reappearance on the internet. Okay, and streamed footage from a 97 concert on Twitch. However, if you missed the show, which features the duo before they wore their iconic metal helmets, it seems you won't be able to catch it after the fact, unfortunately. So Pitchfork reported the concert would only air once and is currently not available on demand on Twitch. Oh, listen, I like Twitch and I'm appreciative for the things that they've done, especially with our platform. But that, not being able to keep things on the Twitch platform is so unnerving.
Man, are we gonna pretend like that didn't get picked? Somebody didn't just download it from Twitch and throw it up on YouTube or somewhere. That concert somewhere is gonna resurface in like 22 at 10:22. 10:22 is gonna show up because then it'll be 22.
That's a lot of twos. That's 22 twos. Isn't that a Jay-Z song? 22 twos, I think so.
22 twos. I posted it up on my Instagram. 22 twos.
Hey, were you a Daft Punk fan before they became, super mainstream? Like,
I was a Daft Punk
back
fan.
in '97. I don't think they were super mainstream just yet.
No. I got hit with Daft Punk when I was in Japan.
Oh,
so I'm in the club like, who's this group? They're like, that's Daft Punk. 97, 98, so that's when I got hip to them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan. It's definitely the masks. That was always about the masks. And I remember when they did the redo of Tron, and it was kind of like a Daft Punk-ish kind of project regarding like the score and the music and all and everything else. So I was like, I can work with that. These guys are kind of cool.
Yeah, they're cool. They made one of the best. They made the electric album that I would think that Kanye would make. And Kanye came out with Yeezus that year. So they came out with RAM, Random Access Memory. And it's an amazing album. And then Kanye came out with Yeezus, and I would expect the Daft Punk to make Yeezus and him to make Ram. So I was like, this is really weird.
That's an interesting, flip
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, big shout outs to the chat. Yo, Defunct said twice performing tonight on 2222 in Dallas, the birthday city of one of his members, Mina Sharon Miyui. And yo, I like the song, but my name is not actually from their song Defunct. See what you did there. Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, one thing I'm starting to get sick of is I'm starting to get sick of set pieces being used over and over and over again and over again. I feel like Marshawn Lynch when he's like, yo, you want to see Tatooine over and over and over and over again and over again and over and over and over. Yeah. That's how I feel about certain set pieces. The only thing worse than Tatooine, Smallville. Oh my God, I'm so tired of talking about Smallville. Can we do any other property besides another Smallville property? Well,
can we just not do a Superman property? let me be straight up honest. Stop doing Superman properties because we've done Superman to death.
It's happening, man. It's happening.
I mean, I hate seeing Superman get beat up in cartoons and stuff. I'm like, corny. You can't kill him. You can't do anything to him.
Yeah, but can he beat Goku though? That's what I want to know. Can he beat Goku?
No. People gotta stop playing. Goku can beat the gods of destruction, who can literally punch a planet or poke a planet with their fingernail and blow it up. No, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop this.
Well, they're not stopping, man, because Smallville is turning into an animated series. This is according to Tom Welling. So the idea for the animated series was first developed and discussed by Welling and Smallville co-star Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor. He did a really good job as Lex Luthor, but I'm still tired of Smallville.
Yeah, it's an animated series, so no flight, no tights. That was the calling of Smallville. It's no flight, no tights. That's
even worse. That's even worse.
That's what made for Smallville. It was no flights, no tights.
Whack. Oh my gosh. So the idea is that the animated series would pick up after the story of Smallville, the regular series. Well, we don't know much else. Willing to provide a few clues about what the story could be about. He said I think there's a story that Al and Miles are going to tell that's individual and new and call it a multiversal thing. Of course, it's a multiversal thing. Willing said during the fan convention. He also suggests test animation for the shows does exist. I'm sure Twitter will probably be picking that up in the next month or two. So while it sounds like Smallville co-creator Al Go and Miles Miller are both on board with the project, they aren't working on anything yet. Instead, the two are still in production with the Tim Burton directed animated Addams Family spinoff Wednesday, which they created for Netflix. Now that would be fun. I wouldn't mind seeing an animated series for Wednesday. Yeah, especially if Tim Burton's doing it too. That could actually be kind of fly. That could be fun.
That may be fun. I could see that being fun.
Yeah, I could see Wednesday.
Wednesday, I could see that being fun. I think Tim, he's gonna have her acting like a Jack Sparrow in half of it. That's my only problem. I think that's gonna happen. I think that's what's gonna happen. You don't think that's gonna happen?
Yeah. I mean, it could. It could. Speaking of old cast members coming back, if you are a fan of the original Smallville, which was decently good back before Smallville was just totally beat to hell, Welling said that he wants to bring back as much of the cast as possible, including Sam Jones III, John Glover, and Erica Durance, who played Lois Lane on the original show. As Welling noted in Vancouver, Allison Mack is not likely to return to the series due to her being in prison for her involvement with the NXIVM cult, whatever that means. I have no idea. She was in a cult. Wow, Smallville just got a little more interesting. I didn't know about that.
I don't know.
Hey, are you?
What's up?
Go ahead.
Go on and ask me.
No. I was gonna ask, are you checking out Superman and Lois? Which takes place in
I told you I'm not checking out any Superman anything. It doesn't. I watched a little bit of Smallville because of Kristen Kirk.
Okay.
Because she's fine.
Yeah, I think everybody watched a little bit of Smallville.
Because of Kristen Kirk.
It was decent.
It was okay. People do love
it. It was decent.
I was overseas when it picked up really big, so I wasn't part of that bandwagon. I was
Right.
on some Dark Angel stuff by then. Jessica
Yeah,
Alba
man.
had me by then.
Yeah. Yeah, they should do an
On
anime on
Dark
her. Bring
Angel,
that
they
back.
should.
Yeah, that would be dope. That'd
That
be
would
dope.
be
'Cause
dope. I
then you
mean,
could
no,
really
you know what
make
they
that
should
character
do
flex.
is not
What's that?
repeat anything that's already been done. Just do something new. Give me new ideas. You can give me the same story premise and put it in a new
Hmm.
story.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
Jessica Alba did that. Let it go.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna squeeze the hell out of Smallville, dog.
They are gonna squeeze it.
Yeah.
It's gonna go on for 20 seasons too.
Yeah, the funk said something about she's now in Reacher, which I'm hearing is getting really good reviews. I'm hearing Reacher is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You know the dude that played Blue
Hank.
Hawk.
Hank.
He played
Hawk.
Hawk.
Yeah, Hawk. Yeah.
Hank. Yeah,
Hank.
he's playing Reacher. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he's talking about Christian Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll
Now I'm about
probably
to
have
watch
that on the
Reacher
list.
now. Thank you, The Funk, for giving me my next show. I got
You know,
nothing
I was
else
gonna
to
watch it
watch.
anyways too, man. Yeah, you let me know how you feel about that, and also anybody in the chat, if you've been checking out Reacher, let us know. Hey, so one thing I'm not sick of that has been done over and over and over again. Yes, I know I'm being hypocritical, but hey, it's our show. We can do that, and that is Legos. So 2K has secured the Lego license for a range of sports games. So that could be interesting, like Lego basketball, Lego NBA, Lego Major League Baseball.
I'll be down with that. I'll be down with that. I'll be down with that. As long as they don't make another Star Wars game without making the Clone Wars game, I'm okay.
Hey man, there will be no disrespecting the Lego Star Wars games.
Man, let me tell you, there's only 3 of those games matter. I mean, all the games are fun. All 9 of those games can be fun.
They're all dope, man. Yes.
However, there is 6 stories that we don't care about.
But we care about them when they're in Lego form.
Kinda. Lego has
nobody's really playing the Lego game because the story is riveting.
Yeah, that's true.
You want to unlock as many Lego vehicles and characters as you possibly can, and
Lego
and couch co-op it out.
Amazing. People don't understand how amazing Lego's
Dimensions was good.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that was tons of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, so 2K's Lego Sports line will kick off with a football/soccer game developed by Sumo Digital, and this will be followed by an open world Lego racing game currently in development at WWE 2K22 Studios Visual Concepts. So the football title should release later this year to coincide with the FIFA World Cup, and followed by the racing game. So what would you be more excited for? The racing game, football, or soccer, or maybe even wrestling?
I think the racing game and the soccer game had me really excited. The racing game has me excited because Lego has some of the best car models possible, and the fact that you can get to build your own car model and race it against other cars, that has me excited.
That could be dope.
If they make it like Gran Turismo or Legos, I'm all in. I'm all in.
Ooh, that
but what's better than playing Lego games?
What's that?
Playing with Legos.
Playing with the real ones, actual real blocks. Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that out there for some people because some of y'all don't get that. Y'all young, so no better.
I mean, I spent some hardcore time in Lego World, which is low-key a really, really good game. That a lot of people kind of like missed. Hey, so Lego sports games could also include guest characters from some of the Toy Man's popular crossover licenses, such as Marvel, Harry Potter, and DC. So that would be kind of dope. You could have Iron Man versus Batman Lego race. That could be.
That's kind of dope. I think if they mix all the worlds up, you can have all the vehicles. Could you imagine have the various Batmobiles and race them against each other?
Ooh,
like have
a Batmobile race.
See,
yeah, man. Yeah, give me the Adam West joint, man. I want that one. I want to beat folks with the Adam West Batmobile.
If anybody's gonna get us into the multiverse, it's definitely Lego. They've already built it. You can pull out sets from everything from DC to Marvel to Harry Potter and throw them all on the table together
and just go, run and build and race. Big shout outs to the Funk again. He said Horizon 4 had a whole Lego Island expansion pack. Lots of wild destruction, of course. Oh, I had no idea, man. Forza is ridiculous, man. Forza might be the GOAT of all race games, man. And yes, I'm looking at all of you Gran Turismo fans. Forza is crazy.
I think Forza is the GOAT of racing games too. But people like Gran Turismo because of the realism simulation. I don't play racing games to go slow.
And I play to have fun. There
and
we
then go
go.
fast. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, fun.
You know?
Like Mario Kart is not really, built for just being the fastest racer of all time,
No,
but
it's a
it's fun as
battle.
hell.
It's a battle. It's a
Yeah,
battle.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
And
It's all about the fun.
but Gran Turismo, what makes Gran Turismo bad is they start you out in a Yaris and they tell you to buy your
There you
car as
go
much as your
again.
car was.
There you go again with that Yaris crap.
You love it. You love that Yaris. If y'all didn't know, Centel's thinking about buying a Yaris.
Never. No, not never.
He's
I
thinking
think
about buying it
I think you have to like
tomorrow.
live in Spain to buy one now. I don't even think they're even available in the US anymore.
You won't, man. You up there fronting. You fronting. I hear you fronting.
Hey, but you know what's not fronting is Blade coming along. I've heard so many mixed things of Blade, and I'm talking about Blade, the old school Wesley Snipes rendition of the Black Daywalker vampire. I've heard everything from random scripts to different casting to who knows how the story is going to be, if they're going to be a part of multiple universes, all kinds of stuff. But we got some more news, and that's regarding Krypton's Pierre Adams. Pierre has been added to the cast. If you're not unfamiliar with him, he plays like one of the bad guys. I think he plays like he's like a ancestor of Zod, maybe. Aaron Pierre. Nice. So he's going to be joining. He's going to be leaving those DC pastures and jumping on board the Marvel Express. Yeah, man. I mean, he's a handsome cat, stunning. He looks like one of them cats that'll bring some attention to the screen.
Probably joining together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for. He looked like he carried himself, got a little bit of swag to go along with it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see, how this goes. I'm really curious about this Blade movie. I'm like, because Blade was such an iconic film. Does it deserve a reboot? Yeah,
it does. It does deserve a reboot. It does.
Yeah.
We'll see how Mahershala does, because I think Wesley was like in his 30s when he did it. I thought.
Yeah.
Mahershala's in his 40s.
40.
Yeah. Mahershala's kind of old. So, but we'll see how that plays out. And then it could actually justify the age of Blade too, because Blade does age, if I remember.
Does he age?
He ages slowly. I think he does. I don't know if he has like the full vampire properties of when you get bit, your age stops when you get bit, because he was born like that. He wasn't changed. Like he was birthed a vampire.
Yeah. I find it interesting with Mahershala too, because there's some other actors I think I probably would have chose.
Yeah, excuse me too. But I get it because of Mahershala's star power, and I'm hearing that they're trying to make it like a dramatic kind of thing. It's not going to be as actiony as Wesley Snipes' rendition was. So, and if they are going to go very dramatic, Mahershala got the chops. I'll give him that.
He does. He does. But I thought they should go with like a young Blade, like when he first turned. And start with like Shamik Moore. Have Shamik Moore play Blade. I'll play it. I'll see that. I would watch that.
So this is like they've had like a lot of variations of Blade too. So they had at the movies. There was an old series that used to come on oh my god, Spike TV way back in the day, and it had one of the dudes from Onyx in it.
Fredro.
Was it Fredro? It was Fredro or Sticky Fingers. Or the other ones. It was one of them, man. But one of them played Blade. Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, I remember that. It was Fredro. Was it Fredro?
It was absolutely terrible. It was either Fredro or Sticky Fingers, but I do remember one of them cats from Onyx was in it.
Sticky Fingers. They said the character
was Sticky Fingers
in 2006 series where he was portrayed by Sticky Fingers. That's
Fredro.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, Sticky Fingers can act. Word, really? I guess.
I mean, Sticky Fingers.
I'm a B-boy standing in a B-boy stance.
He acted when he got knocked out in the ring. No, Sticky Fingers has a long line of movies he's been in. Hard Time, A Day in the Life, Next Friday, Ride.
He was in Next Friday? Yeah, he was in Next Friday. He was Debo's lackey in Next Friday. You're right. I forgot about that.
All kinds of hood classics.
Yeah, he's like a B-movie star. Yeah.
Ride or Die, Strapped.
They got a they gotta wipe the stank of Sticky Fingers' rendition of Blade off of the franchise name. Come on, Mahershala, we count on you, dog, because that was the last big thing I
And
think we
apparently
remembered
he was in the
of
original
Blade.
Blade.
He was in the original Blade
Yeah,
too,
probably as a
really?
bystander or something. Who knows?
Oh god, probably somebody that got turned or ate or beat up.
Yeah,
Thug number
probably.
8.
You know?
Speaking of weird casting, yo, Daniel Radcliffe gets weird with an accordion in his first look at the Weird Al Yankovic biopic that's coming around the corner. The biopic is going to be called Weird. The Weird Al Yankovic story. So for all my youngins out there that may not know who Weird Al is, he was a pop star that used to take very popular songs and redo them in his very quirky and weird way.
He's like one of the greatest
and he got
musicians
rich
of
off
all
it.
time.
He dropped platinum albums off of that, doing that. Platinum. So apparently he's like your favorite artist's favorite person. I think that's the term. Not favorite artist. Apparently he's beloved, and was what I'm hearing.
He's a really nice guy. He talks to people that does their songs. Like, y'all, I'm about to take your song and fuck it all up and make it mine. And once they hear my version, they ain't gonna remember your version no more.
Yeah, I hear he asked permission for it too, though. I hear he asked permission before he does it, but apparently, he's been around for a really, really long time. I think I didn't really start really checking for him hard until he made that movie UHF. And there was a scene when they were like, they would take like shorts of other previous works and put it on this public access station in order to like keep the station alive. And they had a what's his name that played Kramer on Seinfeld was on it. I remember him. Did you ever watch UHF? You never watched it? And they had the skit Conan the Librarian.
I remember
all that.
I remember when it came out. It was supposed to be a classic, but I never got it at the video store.
It's terrible. It's a horrible movie, but it's horrible in a good way. No, it's god awful, but it's god awful in a good way. It's a bad movie.
And did you know Weird Al Yankovic's career started in 1976?
Damn, he's been in the game that long?
That long.
Oh.
That long.
How do y'all feel? How do you feel about Daniel Radcliffe playing Weird Al?
Nailed it.
You think so?
Nailed it. I mean, their nose is different, but he can play that quirky, weird dude. I mean, Daniel Radcliffe did a stage performance where he was naked the whole entire time. He did do that. He's out here giving full frontals. So, he has that quirkiness about him. He's in the show doing full frontals the whole entire time.
I mean, sure. Why not? I mean, my man's been eating off of his previous projects, never has to work a day in his life. So
never has to work another day in his life.
You pick and choose whatever you want, right? So
whatever. And I saw Swiss Army Man. Swiss Army Man is a pretty good, quirky film. It is a wild film. And he's the Swiss Army Man. You have to watch it. Watch that film. That film is wild.
Well, at least he knows his lane. He's like, I'm a weird dude and I'll play weird characters. Fine, that's fine. I don't know if I'm gonna check for it though. I know I'm definitely not going to be paying money to go to the theater to see it. Nah, I'll wait till it come on Netflix.
I'll go there and see it because I like Weird Al that much. He was like one of my role models growing up.
Wow, see, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
I like Weird Al. Weird Al,
that's what they go for.
He made big. I thought it was hilarious that he made parody songs.
Yeah.
I like the fact he parodied a Pee Wee Herman. How do you parody a parody?
Oh yeah, damn. Well, damn, I lost my segue. Oh, so anyways, we'll talk about Elon Musk is back in the news, but not necessarily in a good way, because his Hyperloop, has laid off half of its staff. It's not looking good. He catches a lot of L's. He always bounces back, but Elon Musk definitely knows how to catch some L's. So the Virgin Hyperloop has laid off almost half of its staff as the company switches its focus from transporting passengers to shifting freight. I do remember they did have some test runs, right? Like some small runs, like maybe like a mile or so regarding, and they had passengers in it and stuff, if I remember right. I guess maybe the testing didn't go so well.
Does he still own it, or does Virgin buy it? Did Virgin buy the Hyperloop?
I think there's different versions of it, right? I think maybe the Hyperloop is just like a generic name for that type of travel. Maybe. I don't know,
Maybe
kind of like how Kleenex is for
the US
tissue.
Virgin Hyperloop.
But I do remember Virgin does have its own Hyperloop. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The U.S. based Virgin Hyperloop is one of the leading firms developing the impediments technology, an updated version of a centuries old idea to reduce the energy demands of trains by placing them in a vacuum sealed tube wherever air resistance is minimal. And the concept was resurrected in 2013 when Elon Musk published some white papers regarding his general idea and concept of it. I mean, if you are a Simpsons fan, there's an episode where they talk about the monorail, and the guy comes to Springfield and hustles money out of all of the citizens of Springfield in order to build a monorail. That is how Elon Musk feels to me regarding this. He's doing this to the nation, selling us the pipes and dreams of the monorail. Excuse me, the hyperrail.
Yeah.
And, it's looking like it's falling to pieces.
Well,
possibly.
This version's actually Virgin is doing it, and the person that found the Virgin Hyperloop, his name is Brogan Bam Brogan.
Brogan's a bro.
Brogan Bam Brogan. Bam Brogan is one name, but the B's are capital in both of them. Man, this is a parody. Somebody's laundering money.
That's what it feels like. I'm telling you, man, it feels like the monorail dude from The Simpsons.
Josh Gagel, Shervin Fisher, headquartered in Los Angeles. Josh Gagel, former CEO, former CTO, as well as co-founder. Jay Walter, former CEO. Richard Branson, who was the chairman of it all. The Sultan Ahmad bin Salahim, who was the chairman. This sounds like money laundering. And then the other two founders, Brogan Bam Brogan.
Yeah, sound like the
hyper
hustle.
Brogan Bam Brogan. You take a picture of Brogan Bam Brogan. You're like, really? Is this dude? Is this
is your dude? Is this your king?
You should see Brogan Bam Brogan. I'm about to pull him up.
So apparently in 2017, while you look for that, apparently in 2017, company execs told The Verge that they expected to see working hyperloops around the world by 2020. It's 2022. Okay. So that date was later pushed to 2021. It's 2022. There are currently no working hyperloops in action. Yeah, boy, monorail. Yo, big shout out to the Funk who got my Simpsons parody. He said, rest in peace, Phil Hartman, because he was the voice of the hustler that came to Springfield selling them the pipe dream of the monorail. Go ahead. Now, what was the...
I just sent over it. If y'all can see the picture of Brogan Bam Brogan, I put it in the chat. I mean, the voice of this guy can pop up the picture of the Brogan Bam Brogan. Like, that's not even a real name. You just made that name up.
Wow, he definitely looks like he's laundered some money from time to time.
He does. He belongs to be an anchor man at the same time.
Oh man. All right, so things that look cool, at least a lot cooler than the Hyperloop. Sony finally revealed the PlayStation's VR2 design. So the headset is going to support haptic feedback, eye tracking, 4K HDR, 90 to 120 megahertz frame rates. What is it? Faux vetted rendering is. And a field of view of 110 degrees, and it connects to the PlayStation 5 with a single USB-C cable. Now, this is interesting because we talked very briefly about Apple's version of their VR headset that was jokingly tongue-in-cheek saying that could be the high-end price could be around $5,000.
$5,000. I'm sticking with it.
So you have a $5,000 Apple headset, or it's probably gonna run about, I say like $500 for the
500. They said, yep.
So 5,000 or 500, and they seem to be doing the exact same thing. I mean, 4K HDR, haptic feedback, eye tracking, 110 degree field of vision. Like, it's pretty much the same stats that we read regarding Apple's, except for the AR.
Yeah, and they're different. This, you have to have a PS5 in your living room to play with. The Apple one, you can walk right outside your house and use. You're gonna get in your car.
Get hit by a monorail.
You can hop on a Hyperloop and go to Vegas on it. And look out the scenery of Vegas. and it be look like Tron the whole entire time.
Mm.
See, look at you. You're like, dang.
5 stacks though, man. Golly, that's still a lot. I don't know, man.
Man,
I'm
let me
riding
tell
with
you,
Sony for now.
micro
For now, I'm
LED,
riding with Sony.
micro OLED. I don't know what that means, but Apple just made it up. Micro OLED. Your eyes need that. You got a screen
Your
this
eyes don't
close,
need
you
no
need
damn micro
OLED.
island. The screen is
Micro
4
OLED.
inches from your eyes. What the hell you need 4K for?
Because you
Anyways, I'm
need
not gonna get into that.
smaller, you need really small pixels to get the definition that you want.
No, you don't.
You do need that. You do
you-
need that.
You don't need that. Listen, man.
You do need that.
The
People
pay
need the
5K.
bees of sweat for their adult content. They need to see.
Hey,
the
Chad,
bees of
are you
sweat.
going to pay $5,000 for the Apple headset, or
They're
are you going to
start it
pay
at
$500
$19.99
for the
They're gonna start at
PlayStation 5's
$19.99.
headset?
Let me tell you something. The people in the chat, if I know the funk, he's gonna have both.
Yeah, that's true.
Johnny doesn't have a PS5, and you'll pay $2,000 for it by itself right now.
Well, you know what I am curious about is the haptic feedback
on the controller.
One of the biggest selling features we've said about the PlayStation 5 is the controller. And the controller's haptic feedback, the way the controller vibrates, what you're seeing on the screen into your hand is bar none some of the best technology we've seen. And they're saying that they're going to put the same type of haptic feedback into the visor headset. I totally understand why you would have haptic feedback in a controller, because that's what your hands are used to. That's the purpose, is to touch and feel. I'm a little confused how haptic feedback is going to work with something attached to your face.
That sounds amazing to me. So
or you're gonna like feel the wind? Is that what it is? I don't know. How does that work?
It all goes down.
That sounds like causes for a black eye to me, if you're asking me. So
no, it's just the motor rumbling. It's okay. It's okay.
Why? I mean, you want to feel things with your hands. That's what they're made for. You don't feel things with your ocular sockets.
Well, see,
fight me.
You feel things with stuff on your face too.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Not unless you're like giving raspberries to somebody and you're like,
they don't give them raspberries to somebody. That's why you question? Terrible. Why you question what I'm doing in here? I'm just trying to live life. You're a hater.
I am a hater. Yo, big shout out to the funk. He said content is king. Apple is only top of the game. Is top of the game of the. Oh, sorry, I can't even read right. I said Apple is only top of the game in the distortion space, in spite of its total lack of care for video games. I agree with you. I don't think Apple makes good games. And right now, only Facebook and Sony are still putting money into game development. I'm not for them. VR gaming would be dead already. If not for them, VR gaming would be dead already. Wow. So content is king. Me and Defunct don't always agree on a lot of things. I love fighting with you, my man. But I agree with him on this. You should stick with somebody who focuses on making games for a VR headset to be worthy of gaming, whereas Apple, that's not necessarily their bag. But
yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
But they do have the biggest game store in the world, right? So
yeah, they do have the biggest game store in the world.
So that could help them. Hey, but you know what? We're not going to dig in our bag any deeper regarding any chips and content, because we are at our limit, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, man? Do you have some last things to say before I close this out?
I want to give a shout out to William Henderson Graham. You know who William Henderson Graham is?
Oh, no, school me, man.
He's the African American comic book artist. He's best known. He's the first African American comic book artist for Marvel. Best known from Marvel Comics Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, Jungle Action, which featured Black Panther. So I want to give a Black History Month moment for him. He was born July 1st, 1935, and he died in April 4th, 1997. And he's worked on a number of comic books, from Vampirella. Then he got pulled over to Luke Cage, and he worked on Luke Cage. He's what helped create Luke Cage. Then Don McGregor critically lauded Black Panther, and he took him from his Jungle Action comics and made him into a standalone character. And Graham illustrated McGregor's 1980s Eclipse comics, including Saber, Daredevil, Iron Man, and he did the
Mm,
Comic Books Bulletin, which was about Jungle Action Comics from the 1970s.
nice.
Yeah, he was on top of it.
Wow. Okay. No, yeah, thank you for that. I'm actually gonna go and look that up so I
And he
can,
was an actor
check out some of
and
his previous works.
playwright.
Well, there you go.
Hmm He made a low
Very nice.
budget film adaptation of Detectives Inc., which was based on a graphic novel. And yeah, he's been on it. Yeah. So I want to give a
Okay.
shout out to, Billy Graham.
Thank you, Billy Graham, for contributing to geek culture and just,
Yeah.
opening the doors and making everybody feel welcome. Hey, that is going to conclude the news segment of our show today. Thank you so much for tuning in, like for real. Shout out to Digital Click for all the creative you provide. If you're looking around and you see all this beautiful graphical interface that you see around here, that has been provided by Digital Click. They make you look good. They'll hook up your marketing. If you have a small business or you're the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, quality done right, you need to hit up Digital Click. Hey, GeekBeast is now on podcast form as well. If you missed our live stream, don't sweat it. You can follow us the next day with your earbuds. You can go to like Apple Podcasts. You can check us out on Spotify or wherever it is that you get your podcast. More than likely, if it's available, we're on it. Just make sure you subscribe, and of course, leave us a review. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're already on it. What are you doing? Hit that button. Talking to you right there. Hit that button. And of course, give us those thumbs up. That's how the algorithm knows that you're digging what we're giving you. Hey, we're also on Facebook at / The Geekish Network, just same as it is on YouTube, / The Geekish Network. And our Twitch account is still alive and kicking it, but we will be continuing to do game streams and charity streams and cooking streams and all kind of other various projects. So make sure you connect your Amazon Prime account to it, and you can sub to us using Prime Gaming. It costs you nothing, but it helps us out tremendously. A big shout out to the Voice in the Sky, Rodney, one of our co-producers. Another huge shout out to the other co-producer / co-host, Chuck. Huge
What's up,
shout out.
everyone?
Huge
Thanks
shout
for
out
the
to
shout
the
out. Shout
Yeah,
out to the
man.
funk. The
Huge
funk.
shout out to the Funk who curates all of our content. This project would grind to a screeching halt on many days if it wasn't for the effort that the Funk puts in.
Absolutely.
You will always and forever be very appreciated, my
I don't know
guy.
how he does
I
it.
mean that
He's a
sincerely.
machine.
Yeah, man. Totally mean it sincerely, and I can't wait for you to hop back in here so we can argue and I can fight with you again, like I fight with this raggedy dude beside me that I love dearly.
I'm a raggedy dude.
Yeah, you my raggedy dude, though, man. Can't nobody else call you raggedy.
Hey,
Can't nobody
for
else
video
call you
game
raggedy.
lovers out there, I know the Funk put it in the story again. 2 days in a row, Steam Fest is going on. Valve Steam Fest
that's
is
right.
going on. So go check out. They announcing games, demos, doing all kinds of weird things. They haven't announced their Game Pass yet, and that's what we're all waiting for, or their new VR headset. But they may announce something like that in a couple of days. 7 days.
You never know.
Never know.
Their marketing stays on point, so it wouldn't surprise me. What won't surprise you either is checking out Binge Worthy tomorrow. It's a big day. Tomorrow's gonna be tons of fun. Peacemaker was a ton of fun, and we are going to be breaking down the good, bad, and the ugly of it. I think that's about it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and humbly bow out and pass the mic to you, boss man, and go and tell the people what you need to say.
Good night. Peace.
We out.